Yep. Back here in between games today, the Roseburg Dr. Stewart is taking on the Medford Mustangs down here in Medford as we get Area 4 league play underway. We get our lead up to Game 2 of our doubleheader, get a chance to continue on with our player interviews. It's your Roseburg Disposal pregame show for Game 2. Let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Today we get a chance to catch up with Eli Jacobs from Roseburg High School, going to be a senior coming up next year in his first summer here with the Doc Stewarts. And Eli, we didn't get a chance to talk to you last week. So we had to skip ahead. We'll jump back in the lineup here. But how you doing? First summer with the Docs. Let's start there. When you got the news that you'd be spending time with the Doc Stewarts this summer, how did it feel to get that news and just the excitement of getting into the season?
Oh yeah, it felt great. I was really excited to get to know these guys and play with all of them. It was a great opportunity, and I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, you're a youngster, only going to be a senior next year, and it's your first year on the team. Going into it, what kind of expectations did you have? You've been in the lineup pretty much most days when you're out there available. What were kind of some of your expectations going into the summer?
Pretty much, I just want to have fun this summer.
Yeah.
Go out, play my hardest. And that was about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just whatever then else comes with it, you're going to try and take advantage of it. And you've been doing well. How do you feel like how the summer started out for you?
Oh yeah, doing pretty good. I'm swinging it pretty good, but I can definitely do better.
I heard that it was a foot injury that kind of kept you out there for a little bit. How are things feeling as you guys get ready for the start of league play here?
Oh, quite a bit better, way better. I couldn't walk for a while, so
oh, geez.
Now I'm actually running, so yeah, way better.
That's a huge improvement for you then, yeah, for sure. Well, glad to hear that that's kind of turning around there. Getting a chance to just kind of get out there and have fun, is this will be obviously a summer that you get a chance to have some growth. What kind of areas are you looking to try and see where find the most improvement going into your senior year?
I would say pitching and then hitting. That's pretty much about it. Yeah. We
didn't get the chance to see you hit pitching at all during the spring, and I know that Roseburg, the high school baseball lineup has got some really good pitchers out there, but looks like going into your senior year, you're hoping to be a part of that rotation then next spring?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Has pitching been a big part of your game in the past when you've been playing on other teams, getting it to this level?
Yeah, I've always thrown quite a bit, so
yeah. Cool. Well, that's awesome to hear that you're getting a chance to get back out there on the mound and throw a little bit here. This season you get a chance to play with some guys. I know, some of these guys probably from Pepsi and working your way up and then playing with a lot of the Roseburg guys. How do you feel like the team's kind of coming together here? We got into the month of July. It's the home stretch here. Only 2 weeks left, amazingly. How do you feel like the team's doing in the locker room kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, we're doing great. We're all mixing pretty good. We're all having fun together.
Nice.
Yeah.
For you, Roseburg High School, I know football player as well. Did you do a winter sport? I couldn't think of one off the top of my head.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. So football and baseball for you. Junior year, looking back on that, how'd you feel? It was kind of a coming out party a little bit for Eli Jacobs. Saw you a lot on the football field, saw you out there some on the baseball diamond. So junior year, looking back on it, was it a year kind of to be able to put yourself on the map going into senior season?
Oh yeah.
What looking back at junior year of football, what'd you think about that? That was a pretty fun year for you guys, getting a chance to make a run to the playoffs. What was something that stuck out to you about junior year of football?
Had a lot of fun. Probably thing that stuck out the most was beating North Medford. That was my favorite part.
Good one to bring up here with today's setting as the Docs get ready to take on Medford. Making it into the second round of the state playoffs was a lot of fun for me to be able to watch as a fan and as a broadcaster. I'm sure it was a lot of fun for you guys. Graduate a lot of guys, but going into your senior year for football, what are some of the expectations you have for what that team might be able to accomplish?
Just go out there, work our hardest, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Have you been able to get a chance to do some football stuff so far this summer? I know it's kind of limited available time for you.
Only about a couple times, pretty much.
I'm sure the foot injury didn't help out with that as well. Well, we're just here after the 4th of July. Did you do anything for 4th of July that was fun?
I just hung out with my family, had a little barbecue.
Yeah, get to watch some fireworks?
Yeah, a little bit.
You light off some fireworks?
Only a couple. Try not to hurt myself.
That's probably a smart idea there as we talk with Eli Jacobs here. What else, away from the baseball field, away from sports, what other things you like to do? You got any hobbies that kind of take up some of your free time?
Pretty much go to the river and just hang out with family.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Gotcha. All right, man. Well, we're getting a chance to know Eli Jacobs just a little bit more here as we get in for Game 2 of our doubleheader today. But looking forward to it. Senior year, knowing that that's coming up just here in just a couple of months for you, what's the biggest thing you're looking forward to being a senior there on the Roseburg High campus?
Probably just having fun, just have fun every time you get a chance.
You're kind of a loose and easygoing type of guy, it seems like.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, best of luck to you coming up the rest of this season here during the summer. It's great to see that you're back with the team after that short injury break there. Looking forward to getting a chance to see what else is in store for you, and looking forward to the senior year at Roseburg. Thanks so much for the time here, Eli.
Thank you.
All right, that's Eli Jacobs joining us here in between games. We'll get ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Docks and Medford, coming up here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Thank you, Eli. I appreciate it. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Yeah. We are getting ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader here from Lithian Driveway Fields. Field number 9 here, the artificial turf field that the Cascade Christian Challengers call home. I know that North Medford and South Medford, they don't typically make their ways over here. They've got their own ballpark. South Medford playing over at Harry and David Field during the spring, but some of the Medford schools utilizing here. This great facilities over here at the Lithian Driveway Fields, previously known as U.S. Cellular Fields down here. So if you are unfamiliar with the name change here, kind of like a Champion Car Wash Field there back at home in Roseburg. These have been new corporate sponsorship, Lithian Driveway Fields here in Medford. As we get ready for Game 2, we'll take a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups here in just a few. I want to say thanks again to Eli Jacobs for his time here in between games. We talked with him before the baseball games got started, but if you've missed any of those interviews, you can find them online. We have posted all but Sebastian Watson. I did his on a different recording device earlier in the season. thought I had left that device there at Champion Car Wash Field and was planning to get it tomorrow. Digging through my bag today, I realized I had it already and could have uploaded it with all the other ones that I did yesterday. So apologies on that, but we will have Sebastian up there along with everybody else here soon as we continue to post those online. You can head to 541radio.com and go to Doc Central there at 541radio.com. It's presented by Champion Car Wash. And when you're there on Champion or on our Doc Central page, you can find things like game stories, the standings, you can find the schedule, you can find the roster, and if you go to the roster page, you'll find that every player's got a picture and his name up there. You click on that, it'll take you to their bio page, and that's where you'll be able to find those interviews as we continue to conduct those throughout the season for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. So we have got, right now we've got Kay Johnson. Let me look at the roster to make sure I don't miss anybody. Kay Johnson, Dominic Tatone, Knox Hubbard, Everlam, Braxton Dill, Carson Dunn, and Jordan White. Those interviews have all been uploaded. We've got Eli Jacobs and Sebastian Watson to get up there, and we'll continue to do interviews here coming up throughout the weekend in between games to the contest here coming up. Let's go ahead real quick before I forget. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as we get ready for Game 2. This is Doc's Baseball here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM. The Roseburg Dr. Stewarts falling in Game 1, 13-3 against the Medford Mustangs. That puts Roseburg at 15-9 on the season. The Medford Mustangs are now 18-5 on the year. Docs have lost 2 straight games coming off of that beatdown by the Post 6 Barbers in the final game of the Papa's Pizza Invitational. Doc Stewarts suffered a tough one there, and they get another lopsided one here in the first game of our doubleheader against the Mustangs, losing 13-3. Docs will try to bounce back and see if they can rebound for a win here in Game 2 to get a split on the road before they go back home to host the Medford Mustangs there at Champion Car Wash Field tomorrow night. Today was an early start time, a doubleheader here at Lithia and Driveway Fields, noon start time for Game 1. Tomorrow we will be starting at 5 o'clock for the doubleheader there at Champion Car Wash Field. Hopefully we'll see a lot of folks out there to help root on the Docs as they take on the Mustangs tomorrow at home. First time in a while that the Docs will be back at home. I was trying to look it up, see the last time the Docs were at home, as they started out with a home-heavy schedule, but they have not been back at home in quite some time. Just looking back here, let's see, they took on the Las Vegas Aces, and then the next day they took on Humboldt, and then they came down here to play in the Coach K Classic. So last time Docs were at home for a game was back on June 22nd. Now, there it is. All right, let's take a look at our Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup. When you're looking to build the best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control for those summer bugs to make sure that you're protecting your house. Don't let them get inside. It's Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Call them at 673-0363. Starting out with the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, head coach Jeremiah Robbins will put together a lineup that has Kate Johnson leading things off, Sebastian Watson at second base, batting second. Dominic Tatone will pitch in Game 2. The lefty will also be the DH. If he exits the game, he'll get a chance to continue hitting. Evan Corbin will play at first base in the second game of the day after taking the loss on the mound in Game 1. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Jace Johnson, the third baseman, batting fifth. Braxton Dill in right field will bat sixth. The left fielder is Eli Jacobs batting seventh, followed by the catcher, Parker Burke, and rounding out the starting 9 will be center fielder, Carson Dunn. That's a look at the starting lineup for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. They will face off against Tanner Douglas on the mound. Tanner Douglas, we saw a good day at the plate in Game 1. He'll get a chance to throw here in Game 2. Tanner Douglas from South Medford High School, class of 2022, graduating this year, was a first-team All-Southwest Conference pitcher, also was a second-team All-State selection He was a second-team All-State selection at first base for the Panthers this year. Douglas, a lefty, that'll match up against the lefty for the Doc Stewarts and Dominic Titone. He will be on the rubber for Game 2 of our doubleheader, which is just about to get underway here in a couple of minutes. And for the Mustangs, the rest of the defensive alignment behind the plate, Jeremiah Robbins will catch in Game 2. Owen Thompson out at first base. Cameron Sewell, the winning pitcher in Game 1, will play defensively at second base here in Game 2. Jace Miller at third base and Frankie Retigliano out at shortstop. And the outfield from left to right, Johnny King, Cody Boragine, and Caleb Long, your defensive starters for the Mustangs. Some clouds starting to roll into the region. It's been a warm one, but things are cooling off a little bit as the sun makes its way back behind the clouds. And that shades us just a little bit, which allows us to cool down just a bit here. We are expecting to hit a high temperature in the low 80s today. Right now looking at 78 degrees in Medford, but we've got a nice little breeze kicking up from behind us, blowing out towards center field here at Lithia and Driveway Fields. And with that breeze, it definitely helps cool you off just a little bit. And the sun going back behind the clouds definitely does not hurt as well. So that is a look at the conditions down here. We saw 3 home runs hit by Medford in Game 1. And Docs did not get one out of the ballpark. That wind could definitely help some guys hit the ball just a little bit further if you can get it up there into that jet stream. Docs Baseball here on The Score is brought to you by Roseburg Disposal. Wrapping up our pregame show for Game 2, Roseburg Disposal. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. And today's game also brought to you by B&D Meats down in Winston. It's grilling season. Time to head on down there to B&D and pick up something to throw on the grill for the weekend. Going to be another nice one after all that cruddy weather we had the last couple of days. Going to be a nice one this weekend. So an opportunity for you to get out there and grill and enjoy the outdoors here during the summer. So check out B&D Meats down in Winston. Game 2 of our doubleheader just about to get underway. Our officials have made their way to the ball field, so that means that we should not be too far away from getting this one started. Coming up tomorrow, again, Docs will be hosting Medford for a doubleheader that starts at 5 o'clock. Also going on in Legion Baseball around the Roseburg region, the Pepsi Bottle Caps are up in Eugene at Sweet Johnson Stadium for a tournament today. They had a game at 12:30. They'll have a second one coming up against Chico at 3 o'clock this afternoon as well. In Area 4 play, taking a look at the scoreboard from yesterday, the Eugene, well, let's call them the Emerald Challengers. That's their name now, the Eugene Springfield Ball Club there. They picked up a win yesterday. The Eugene, they picked up a couple of wins yesterday. I'm trying to pull up their scores that I got reported to me here. Eugene swept Klamath Falls. Now, remember, we told you earlier that Klamath Falls is not a member in league play anymore. They are playing Senior Babe Ruth this year. But they were in Eugene yesterday taking on the Challengers there. And the Emerald Challengers sweeping Klamath Falls 10-8 in one game, 11-1 in the second game of that doubleheader at Sweet Johnson Stadium. So a couple of wins for the Challengers as they were taking on Klamath Falls last night. A look around Area 4. I believe that Eugene is headed back down to go play Klamath Falls down at Kiger Stadium coming up this week here as well. Coaches are meeting at home. Docs will be wearing the black tops again for Game 2. Medford stays in their red tops for the second game of our doubleheader. And we are about to get this one underway. Game 2 of today's doubleheader here in Medford. It'll be Cade Johnson, Sebastian Watson, and Dominic Titone to lead things off for the Doc Stewarts. I want to say thanks to everybody that is tuning in to watch today's broadcast, streaming live online at 541radio.com. Video coverage of Docs Baseball is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. And just a little while ago today, did find out that the Cow Creek Tribe is going to continue sponsoring our video stream sponsor for the upcoming AAA Legion State Tournament. The Doc Stewarts are your host team for the American Legion AAA State Tournament, and we will be there to broadcast every game from the state tournament. We will be doing the video stream of every game in the tournament. Doc Stewart's baseball games will remain on the radio. We'll continue to do our normal double simulcast with the video and the radio broadcast for Doc's baseball games. Every other tournament game will be live streamed online at 541radio.com. And that looks to be brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. We appreciate them jumping on board to continue to help us bring you that coverage of the American Legion Baseball AAA State Tournament. It's a fun opportunity to catch a lot of baseball, and as always, it's a lot of fun to get out there and broadcast those games throughout that tournament. So looking forward to that. That is coming up in just a few weeks at the end of the month. I believe it is the 23rd is when things will get started for the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. There at Champion Car Wash Field. 8 teams make their way in. Yeah, 23rd will be the first day of the tournament. They'll have play-in games, I believe, the 22nd. And the tournament will wrap up on Wednesday, the 27th, naming an Oregon State champion that moves on to the Northwest Regional in Gillette, Wyoming. So we'll have coverage of all of it until we crown a AAA American Legion Baseball State champion here in 2022. All right, we filled enough time there with our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Again, Cooper's Pest Control. You can check them out for all your pest control needs. Your locally owned Bug Assassins. Give them a call at 673-0363. Cade Johnson will lead things off. The shortstop for the Doc Stewarts. A single in game 1. His only at-bat in his final game, or at-bat of the game. So Cade Johnson looking to try and carry that momentum over. Cade was 1 for 3 in that game. He'll stand in against the lefty Tanner Douglas. And the first pitch is in for a strike. And we are underway in game 2 of our doubleheader. Doc's trying to get a split against Medford as we begin game 2. Johnson digs back in. Douglas on the mound, the big lefty, misses outside, a 1-1 count. This is the 5th game against Medford this season for the Docs. High and away, 2-1 count. So far, Roseburg is 0 for 4 against Medford. Looking to turn that around, trying to get a win here today in game 2. 2-1 pitch. Cade takes low, a 3-1 count. Cade had come in batting over 400 on the season into today's doubleheader. Going 1 for 3 in game 1. That'll drop the average just a little. Swings through on the 3-1 pitch. He'll have a full count. Full count pitch here for Cade Johnson. Puts that one in the air out towards right center. It will drop in. And Cade Johnson's going to try and stretch it for a double. The throw gets away. It will not be there in time. Douglas off the mound backing up the throw. Will cut that one off. A leadoff double for Cade Johnson to set the tone for the Docs here in game 2.
Second baseman.
And with that base hit, Cade Johnson continues his hit streak. Now put him down for 9 straight games that Cade Johnson has hit safely. That follows an 8-game hit streak to start out the season. So he has got a new season high on that number. 1 on with nobody out. Sebastian Watson will bat. Thought we might see a bunt. Does not show. Takes a breaking ball. Drops in for a strike. Today's game brought to you by Tim's Appliance and Mattress at the corner of Lane and South Stevens. In Roseburg, 0% financing is always available. The 0-1 for Sebastian. Swings through on the outside corner. 0-2 count. Cade Johnson out at second base after his leadoff double. Douglas delivers in. Watson goes opposite field, sliding in front of it. The throw by Sewell, not in time. That's an infield single for Sebastian Watson. Up to third base goes Cade Johnson. Waddy racing down the line to beat that one out. Runners on the corners for Roseburg here in game
3,
2.
Dominic Tatone.
Cameron Sewell, the second baseman, give him credit for making that play close. I thought it might have a chance to get through into right field, but Sewell sliding to it, stopped the ball before it got away. Came up throwing quick, just could not get it there in time to beat Sebastian. Watson at first, Cade Johnson at third, Dominic Tatone at the plate, first pitch swinging. He pops one on the infield. It is caught. Everyone's back to their bags to tag up. First pitch swinging for Dom. Popped that one out to the third baseman, Jace Miller. Just got in on the hands, just got a piece of it there for Dom.
12, Evan Corbin.
And his streak of at-bats with a hit will come to an end. He went 3 for 3 in game 1. Couldn't keep it going here in game 2. One out, runners on the corners. Evan Corbin will bat. High and away. That pitch snagged by Jeremiah Robbins just in time before it gets away. That could have brought in a run. Also would have come back here and rattled our cage on the Cyclone fence behind home. The 1-0 pitch, low and inside this time from Douglas. Right at the shoe tops for Evan Corbin, who has a 2-0 count. RBI opportunities. The Docs try to take an early lead against the Mustangs in game 2. Douglas, 2-0 pitch, swung through by Corbin. Docs got a runner to third base in the first inning of game 1, but could not bring him around. They've got runners on the corners here in the first with 2 hits. Just 1 out. Pickoff throw to first. And a balk is called. So the Docs will take a lead. 1-0. Cade Johnson will score. Sebastian Watson goes to second. So our home plate umpire calling the balk against Tanner Douglas on his pickoff move. 1 run in, still 1 out, and a runner at second base for Evan Corbin. 2-1 pitch here for Corbin. He goes opposite field, down the line. The right fielder long going back underneath it. Tagging Watson, heading for third. The throw cut off. And in safely goes Sebastian Watson, moving up 90 feet. He's at third base with 2 down. And it'll be Jace Johnson to try and bring him home.
Third baseman, number 16,
Jace batting
Johnson.
in the 5 spot here in game 2. Bats with 2 outs, 1 run in so far. And Sebastian Watson at third. The pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 delivery. Fought off on the inside corner. Johnson a 1-1 count. At third base, Sebastian Watson. Jace Johnson, another foul ball. Now one heading towards the Docs dugout down the first base side. Medford on the third base side. Dugouts with the canopies overhead, providing some shade. Cyclone fence in front of you. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball, third base side, picked up by Jace Miller. Some time to throw across, gets it there to Owen Thompson to retire the side. Doc Stewart's get 1. Had a chance to maybe get a few more there, but unable to do so. 1 run comes in on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Go to the bottom of the first. We'll take a look at the Medford lineup when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
For the Medford Mustangs in Game 2, their lineup looks fairly similar. It'll be Cody Boragine, the center fielder, leading things off, followed by Cameron Sewell, the second baseman. Tanner Douglas, the pitcher, bats third, followed by Jace Miller, the third baseman, batting cleanup. Jeremiah Robbins will hit in the 5 spot, the catcher for the Mustangs.
14,
First baseman
Cody
Owen Thompson bats
Boragine.
6th. Frankie Retigliano, the shortstop, batting 7th. In the 8th spot is Caleb Long, the right fielder. And in left field, batting 9th is Johnny King. That is a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Medford Mustangs. Again, for the best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. 673-0363. They will face lefty Dominic Tatone, who will bounce one in for ball 1 to Cody Boragine. Starting off things in the bottom of the first, Docs lead 1-0. Dom making his 5th start of the season. He's got a 3-0 record. 25.2, make that 25 and 2/3 innings worked. A 0.27 ERA as a ball softly hit, gets into left field. Just over the outstretched arm of Cade Johnson. And Cody Boragine, he's just a guy that is so difficult to get out at the top of the order. He gets on safely to start off things here in the bottom of the first for the Mustangs.
Sewell.
Brings up Cameron Sewell, the second baseman here in Game 2. A 0.27 ERA for Dom. And on the mound, he's got 34 strikeouts to 7 walks this summer. So Dominic Tatone does give up a hit to start out the ball game. 1 on with nobody out. Cameron Sewell will bat. Another lefty versus lefty matchup here. Runner going. Parker Burke behind the plate, throws out there. A nice throw right on target, but just not quite in time to get the speedy Boragine. Strike out the plate against Sewell. Boragine makes his way to second base. Nobody out, now man in scoring position for the Mustangs as they try to even this one up. Trailing 1-0 against the Docs. First time they've trailed today against Roseburg. Breaking ball drops in for a strike to Sewell on the outside corner. 0-2 count for Tatone. Tatone's 0-2 offering. Look back to second base. No throw by Dom. Behind the plate, catching here in Game 2 is Parker Burke as he continues to split time with Knox Hubbard back there. A nice duo of backstops for Coach Jeremiah Robbins in this Doc Stewart's program.
Here we go, Cam. I'm dead.
0-2 count for Sewell. Tatone delivers in the dirt. Burke knocking it down, back up with it quickly. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Sewell. Cody Boragine out at second. The 1-2 for Sewell. Check swing, tried to hold it up, could not. He was well too out in front of that one. And that is a swing and a miss for strike 3 as Cameron Sewell goes down.
Number 29.
1 away.
Tanner
That is a
Douglas.
one-peak medical strikeout for Dominic Tatone. His first of the game. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, visit onepeakmedical.com. They're accepting new patients and covered by most insurances. Tanner Douglas, the pitcher. There's a throw, goes to second base, gets away. Sebastian Watson will find his way to collect that baseball. A little blocked out from second base from where we're sitting here at field level back behind home. But that ball trickled into the outfield grass. Staying at second base is Boragine. Tanner Douglas, the pitcher for Medford, looking to help his own cause here. Had a home run in the first game of the day. That ball bounces off of Burke, then off of the umpire, and Burke expected that ball, got behind him, was looking behind him, but it had hit off of the umpire and bounced back over Burke's shoulder, back in front of him. Couldn't find it at first. A wild pitch. And now Cody Boragine is 90 feet closer to home. He's at third with one out. Game-tying run at third base here in the bottom of the first. High and inside to Tanner Douglas, a 2-0 count. Defense will play in, looking to try and cut the run off at home if possible. Wind picking up. Seems to be blowing left to right across the diamond at the moment. Dominic gets a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike for Tanner Douglas. The 2-1 from Dom. Douglas almost went after that breaking ball outside. Does not. Holds back for a 3-1 count.
Here we go, Tanner. I'm in.
1 out, 1 on. In scoring position, Cody Boragine at third. 3-1 to Douglas. Breaking ball hits the outside corner again for Titone. He's got a full count. A 3-2 pitch here for Titone. Can't get that one, and that's ball 4. First walk issued for Dom. So Tanner Douglas will take first base.
Miller.
Cody Boragine still at third. Runners on the corners. And Jace Miller will bat. Parker Burke up behind home to signal the plan with runners on first and third for the infield. Jace Miller with a 3-run homer in his last at-bat of game 1. Pitch from Titone, misses high and away for ball 1. As I mentioned in the start of the game, first game, sitting back here behind home, it's a lot of fun to be able to see how much these pitches move by these pitchers on the mound. You don't get quite the full effect up in the press box. That ball, some late tail away from the right-handed hitter. Initially cuts in at him and then tails back away. Jace Miller fouling it off for a 1-1 count. Titone's 1-1 pitch. A pickoff throw to first base. Back in safely was Douglas. 1-1 count for Jace Miller, the third baseman. Runner going, the throw does not go anywhere. Back to the mound, Burke will send it that direction after a pump fake to second base. Didn't throw that way. Looking back towards third, didn't catch Cody Boragine off the bag. 2-1 count. Stolen base for Tanner Douglas puts him into scoring position. High again for Dom. 3 balls and 1 strike for Jace Miller here in the bottom of the first inning. A 1-0 lead for Roseburg. Trying to get a split on the road against the Mustangs. Trying to get their first win against Medford. The 3-1, Dom. Ooh, that pitch not off the mark by much. Looked right around belt buckle high over the plate, but it misses for ball 4.
Catcher, number 8. Jeremiah.
Back-to-back walks for Dominic Titone. Bases are loaded here in the bottom of the first with 1 out. Jeremiah Robbins will stand in. Robbins also with a 2-run homer in the first inning. That top of the order did a lot of damage in the first game of our doubleheader. Dominic Titone's first pitch, breaking ball. Misses for ball 1. Titone staring in for the call from Burke behind the plate. Breaking ball this time catches the zone. So it's Burke back there. Evan Corbin at first base after pitching in game 1. Sebastian Watson at second. Chase Johnson at third, Cade Johnson at short, and in the outfield from left to right, Eli Jacobs, Carson Dunn, and Braxton Dill. 1-1, breaking ball is into left field. It'll score one. Eli Jacobs up throwing. The throw cut off. 2-run score on the single by Jeremiah Robbins. And he has now had 6 RBI in 7 innings of baseball against the Docs today. So Medford regains the lead, or takes the lead for the first time here in Game 2 after trailing for the first time against the Docs in the season. Well, on the day. I'm not sure about in the season, but on the day, first time trailing against the Docs. Medford made sure it was a short one. They take the lead 2-1. Still 1 out. Owen Thompson takes the first pitch for strike 1. First and second. For Medford. Scoring were Tanner Douglas and Cody Boragine on that single by Robbins. 1-1 count for Tatone. Pitch high and away. Dom falls behind. 2 balls and a strike. Here in the bottom of the first, Medford leading against Roseburg 2-1. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, cutting into the hitter.
Hey, give it a ride, kiddo, babe. Come on up. Go do it. Come back.
2-2 pitch for Dom, trying to get through this first inning. He gets a strikeout there, his second of the first. Thompson goes down swinging, 2 away.
Shortstop.
That'll bring up Frankie Rutigliano. Rutigliano bats with Jeremiah Robbins at first, Jace Miller at second. 2 down. Medford leading 2-1. First pitch, a nice one there from Tatone. Hits the outside corner. His curveball falling in. The 0-2 up high with the fastball. Medford so far with 2 hits here in the first inning, capitalizing on a couple of walks as well. The 1-1 from Dom hits the inside corner again. 1-2 count for Rutigliano. The pitch here for Tatone. Gets him to reach for it. A ground ball chopper, shortstop. Johnson over to Corbin in time for the final out of the first. Cade Johnson charging in, gets to that baseball just in time. And stretching to make the play at first, Evan Corbin will get the Docs out of things here in the bottom of the first. Medford scores 2 runs on 2 hits, no Docs errors, 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of the second on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Top of the second inning, Docs baseball brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda where they treat you like family because they are family. Braxton Dill,
Right
Eli
fielder,
Jacobs,
number
and
7,
Parker Burke all
Braxton
due up here in the
Dill.
second for the Docs, who trail 2-1 against Medford. Docs took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Medford came back, and they take the lead in the bottom of the first with 2 runs. Tanner Douglas fires in the first pitch for strike 1 against Braxton Dill, who will bat for the first time today. Dill playing in right field with Dominic Titone on the mound. Braxton batting .317 on the season. Swings through the 0-1 pitch from Tanner Douglas. 0-2 pitch for Douglas, who's got a lead to work with now. He misses low and outside. Well, going on back at home in Roseburg tonight, we've got some fun stuff the radio station's putting on. Breaking ball low and inside to Dill. 2-2 count. There's a new Elvis movie that's coming out, kind of a documentary type thing, I think, a little bit. And we're putting on a showing there as a 2-2 pitch, strike 3. Braxton Dill goes down with the strikeout, looking for strikeout for Douglas in this ball game. 1 away. Eli Jacobs will bat.
The left fielder, number 9, Eli.
So for a little bit of fun, the radio station thought, why not let's rent out the movie theater and invite 100 people to come watch the showing with us to kick off Graffiti Weekend there in Roseburg and the surrounding communities. Strike 1 to Eli Jacobs. So if you want to go, I think we still have some passes. You can check out the 1490 The Score Facebook page that we're giving away some passes there if you want to go see the Elvis movie and kick off Graffiti Weekend in style with a little fun red carpet stuff going on out at the movie theaters tonight. Should be a good time up there. Wish I had a chance to be up there for it, but we're down here and probably won't get back in time to really get there for all the festivities. 0-2 pitch, ground ball towards short. Retigliano in front of it. Jacobs down the line quickly, but not enough. He grounds out 6-3, 2 away.
Catcher.
So that should be a pretty fun time at the movies tonight.
Burke.
And I think it's a perfect way to get Graffiti Weekend started. We'll have the old-time music, the classic golden oldies coming up on Thursday, getting started on the radio. So we flip Sam FM, one of our music partners here on the radio side of things. So we get that off and rolling coming up later this week on Thursday. So should be a lot of fun with Graffiti coming up this week. Parker Burke at the plate, fights it off first base side. It's Owen Thompson that fields it, races to the bag, and that retires Parker Burke for the final out here in the top of the second. Docs go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as Tanner Douglas keeps the Docs off the board, makes it a 2-1 lead going to the bottom of the second inning. Medford in front of the Docs on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Headed into the bottom of the second inning, today's ball game brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. 8-9 hitters coming up for the Mustangs. Caleb Long, Johnny King, and Cody Boragine. Mustangs leading 2-1 over the Dr. Stewarts. On the mound, Dominic Titone. Try to copy what Tanner Douglas did there in the top of the second. Get a 1-2-3 frame against the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the frame. First pitch, strike one from Dominic Titone to Caleb Long, the right fielder. The 0-1 pitch, another breaking ball in for a strike from Titone. Long, check swing, pulled the bat back. I don't think he would have been called for the swing, but that was a strike, so he's got the 0-2 count. Titone delivers, misses inside. Medford scoring twice in the bottom of the first to edge out Roseburg, who scored once in the top of the first. Breaking ball on the outside corner, just a little high, 2-2 count. Caleb Long back in on the right-handed side of the plate. That pitch from Titone, sinker there, dropping into the turf from the outside corner. Couldn't get the hitter to chase that ball. Started at the knees, dives into the turf. 3-2 pitch. Strike three. Got him on that one. Had to throw a couple extra pitches. Dom gets it there. His third strikeout of the ball game. One away. Johnny King will bat.
Johnny King.
Strikeouts brought to you by One Peak Medical. Visit onepeakmedical.com to book an appointment today. First pitch, swing and a miss by King. 9-hitter at the plate, top of the order, waiting on deck. That's Cody Boragine, the on-deck hitter. Brought to you by Budget Lumber. Everything you need for building a house, a garden, or even a deck. Budget Lumber, always striving to be lumber one. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed on the outside corner. King goes chasing. 0-2 count for Titone. Swing, and that ball fouled off. King getting just a piece of that breaking ball. Dominic Titone going to be heading to Umpqua Community College coming up next year after graduating from Roseburg High School. His 0-2 pitch, just a bit low inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dom, second team all-conference pitcher for Roseburg during the spring season. Gets a swing and a miss. That ball gets away from Burke. Burke racing, will not get a throw down to first. And so on with the drop third strike will be Johnny King. One runner on, just one out.
Fielder, number 14, Cody Boragine.
Top of the order, Boragine, 1 for 1 today. First pitch to the lefty. Boragine pulls it towards second. Sebastian flips it to Cade. Over to Evan. There we go. The 4-6-3 double play gets the Doc Stewarts out of the second inning. 3 up, 3 down for Medford. We will head to the top of the third inning. Doc Stewarts and Medford. A tight one here early on. 2-1, the Mustangs in front on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Top of the third inning, first pitch swinging for Carson Dunn. Lifts it out towards right field, trotting in and underneath it. Caleb Long is there for the catch. Tanner Douglas gets the first out on a fly ball to right field by Carson Dunn. We welcome you back here to Lithia and Driveway Fields in Medford. Game 2 of an Area 4 doubleheader for the Docs and the Mustangs. Docs losing game 1, trying to get a split, and they trail by 1 against the Mustangs. All the runs coming for both teams in the first inning. Kay Johnson bats. A 1-0 pitch from Tanner Douglas is in at the knees for a called strike. Kay Johnson, a double back in the first inning, led off the ball game for the Docs with that hit. Every first hit for the Docs is brought to you by MSK True Value and Building Supply, located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. Make your next home project a hit with MSK True Value and Building Supply. 2-1 pitch here for Kay Johnson. He fouls that one back to the backstop. 2-2 count. Docs will be back at home tomorrow. Mentioned the first time in a while since June 22nd. Then they're going to be at home for the weekend. Douglas delivers a ground ball to Retigliano over to Thompson. Another out for Medford, 2 away.
Second
brings up Sebastian Watson, who had an infield single in the first.
Watson,
a ground ball right side. Was stopped by Cameron Sewell, but Sebastian able to beat out the throw to first to get the single. He swings at the first pitch from Douglas for an 0-1 count. So Docs will be at home hosting Medford tomorrow. That's Thursday. Friday, they've got Salem with Nell, and we do have some schedule changes. So pitch in for a strike, called against Watson, 0-2 count. Friday's against Salem with Nell, a single 9-inning game starting at 5. We've got a doubleheader on Saturday against the Lewiston, Idaho Twins. Watson will pop one to the shortstop. Retigliano there to make the catch. And that'll finish it off another 1-2-3 inning for Tanner Douglas. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Doc Stewarts as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Docs trailing 2-1 against Medford on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the Hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Leading off for your Mustangs in the third inning, your second baseman, number 16, Cameron Sewell.
Cameron Sewell will lead things off. Sewell struck out swinging back in the first inning against Dominic Titone. Titone trying to keep it a one-run ball game right now in favor of Medford. Doc's trying to stay right there with them here in game 2. The 1-0 pitch hits the outside corner for a strike. The 1-1 pitch misses outside for a 2-1 count. Sewell, the lefty, takes a breaking ball high and inside. The 3-1 pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. Tatone will issue his 3rd walk in this one. Had 2 back in the first inning when Medford scored
Pitcher,
twice.
number 29.
Brings up
Tanner
Douglas.
Douglas.
He walked in the first and would score a run. Douglas. Runner going, swing and a miss, throw to second base. Did he come off the bag? Yes! Oversliding at second base, Cameron Sewell is out. 1 away, base is empty now. The throw by Parker Burke, a good one. Sewell got a great jump, but throw a good one there by Burke, and the tag staying with it. Cade Johnson as the runner overran the bag. At the plate, it's now an 0-2 count as another strike taken by Douglas. He's behind 0-2 with nobody on and 1 out. The 0-2 pitch, Tatone tries to get the hitter to chase outside. The 1-2 pitch here. Lefty versus lefty matchup. That ball fouled away. Stays a 1-2 count. So for the Docs, they'll be hosting Medford tomorrow. Then Friday, they play the Salem Whitnell Dodgers. Saturday, they host the Lewiston, Idaho Twins. And then Sunday, they've got the Post 6 Barbers coming into town. A 1-2 pitch from Dom is high for a 2-2 count to Tanner Douglas. Friday was scheduled to be a doubleheader. 2 7-inning games starting at 5 o'clock. Friday now will be a single 9-inning game at 5. It's a 2-2 pitch for Tatone. Strike 3. Douglas goes down looking. That's another strikeout for Dom, his 5th in the ballgame, 2 away. And brings up Jace Miller to bat with nobody on.
Number 3, Jace Miller.
Miller walked in the first inning. First pitch, he'll hit a ground ball. Diving attempt by Cade Johnson. He can't quite glove it into center field, and Jace Miller will have his first hit of the game. Puts him on with 1 on with 2 down. Jeremiah Robbins will bat, had an RBI single in the first.
8, Jeremiah Robbins.
There are 2 down here in the 3rd inning for Medford. Just the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Mustangs. Tatone just outside on the first pitch for ball 1. So again, Friday, single 9-inning game against Salem at 5. Saturday, still a doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock against Lewiston. And then Sunday, looks like it'll be a single 9-inning game at 2 o'clock in the afternoon against the Post 6 Barbers. A pitch sails high. Runner going to second. Throw down that way, not in time. So the pitch high and away. That had Jace Miller. He thought that ball was going to get by. He was getting an extra big jump out at first base. He was caught in no man's land. Throw went to first by Burke. Corbin tried to throw it to second. Didn't get it there in time. So stolen base for Jace Miller. Pitch high again by Tatone. Jeremiah Robbins with a 3-0 count. Two away with a runner at second base. Robbins will see another pitch as he takes a strike at the knees. The schedule, if you went online to check out the Doc schedule on Doc Central there at 541radio.com, it's not updated with those changes. I got those on my way here to the ballpark today. 3-1 pitch is upstairs. Another walk issued by Tatone. His 4th. Runners at first and second with 2 away. It'll be Owen Thompson to bat.
Number 20, Owen Thompson.
Thompson struck out swinging in the first inning. But we'll get the schedule updated with all those changes coming up for this weekend. Dan Bain will be filling in, getting a little airtime coming up this weekend. Tatone's a first pitch breaking ball. Drops in for a strike to Owen Thompson. Dan's going to get a chance to fill in for me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Going to try and spend some time with the family. Another breaking ball drops in for a strike. So Dan you'll be in the capable hands of Dan Bain, bringing you the game those days. Those will all be radio-only broadcasts coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 0-2 pitch here for Dominic Titone. That one way inside, and it did get him. Thompson was behind 0-2 in the at-bat, but Titone misses his spot and hits a batter for the first time today, and the bases are now loaded.
Shortstop, number 10. Frankie
Docs with an opportunity to try and keep it a one-run ball game here. Need just one more out to get through this third inning. But Titone, a walk and now a hit batter, making life a little interesting. First pitch to Frankie Rutigliano. Swings after the breaking ball. Disappears for strike one. Oh, 0-1 pitch here for Titone. A breaking ball, ground ball towards second. Sebastian Watson flips it to Cade Johnson at second base, and that does get the Docs out of it here in the third inning. So Medford get a number of batters to the plate, unable to do anything with it. No runs on one hit, no Docs errors, 3 men left on base. We'll head to the top of the fourth inning. 2-1 our score. Medford in front of Roseburg on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Pitcher, number 3.
Top of the fourth inning.
Titone.
Dominic Titone will be up to bat, lead things off. Dom popped out to the third baseman his first time up, looking to try and help his own cause here after a 3-for-3 game in game 1 of our doubleheader. Dom back at the plate looking for his first hit in game 2. He takes high and away for ball 1 as we begin the fourth inning here. Dom fouls off the pitch, a 1-1 count. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball on the score. Breaking ball drops in for Tanner Douglas for a strike. Makes it a 1-2 count against Dominic Titone, leading things off in the top of the fourth inning here from Lithia and Driveway Fields in Medford. 2-1 ball game. Medford in front. Ground ball goes to shortstop. And catcher's interference is the call. The umpires seem to be calling that from the get-go. Jeremiah Robbins throwing his hands up going, what did I do? So, Docs get a runner on to lead things off here on catcher's interference.
Corbin.
Evan Corbin will bat with Dom at first. Corbin takes the first pitch at the knees for a strike from Tanner Douglas. Douglas had retired 9 straight batters before that catcher's interference there. Would have got it to 10. Strike in again, an 0-2 count for Corbin. Leadoff double by Cade Johnson and a single by Sebastian Watson. Docs had hits in the first two batters, and then 9 straight guys got retired by Tanner Douglas. Douglas outside, misses. Evan Corbin, a check swing, lays off. Had the double, then the single moved the runner up to third, and a balk brought home the only run of the game for the Docs so far. Haven't had a hit since that first inning. The 1-2 pitch is high for Douglas. Douglas without a walk in this ball game. Got the 1 strikeout back in the second. He's got a 2-2 pitch here for Evan Corbin. The lefty checks first, delivers in, gets a swing and a miss on the pitch down low for strike 3. Corbin chases that one outside.
Third
one
baseman,
down, Jace
number
Johnson.
16, Jace Johnson.
Jace, a ground out to third in the first inning. Defense behind the pitchers today for Medford, playing a really good job out there. Pitch inside for Douglas, coming in on the righty. Medford with 2 errors in the first game of our doubleheader, but they just made a lot of putouts on ground balls on the infield. Haven't really done too much. A couple of throwing errors. I think all the trouble that they've gotten is a pickoff throw to first base. Gets away. Dom thought about trying to race to second base, but he'll stay at first. One out, Jace Johnson waiting for the 1-0 pitch. Johnson grounding out to third back in the first inning. Chases a pitch upstairs. That ball popped up. Foul territory, a lot of room to roam, and not able to make the play. Owen Thompson was in the vicinity, got the leather on it, could not secure the baseball. Jace Johnson will have more life at the plate with a 1-1 count when play resumes. Today's ballgame brought to you by Flyway Travel. You can book your travel plans with their travel experts, now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue in Roseburg. Keep hearing Dan Bain tell me about a great trip to all sorts of different places. It sounds like a lot of fun. Another pitch up around the letters, fouled away by Johnson. He's got a 1-2 count. A ball and 2 strikes for Jace Johnson against Tanner Douglas, the lefty on the mound. Tanner outside, right up there around the same spot that Jace has gone after the last 2 pitches, but outside, and Jace laying that one off. Evens up his count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. They try to go to the outside corner again and missing. Douglas with a full count against Jace Johnson. On at first base, Dominic Titone after a catcher's interference to lead things off in the 4th. He is the game-tying run on base for the Docs, trailing 2-1. Strike 3 called against Jace Johnson. He'll go down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tanner Douglas. 2 down. Braxton Dill will step up next.
Number 7, Braxton Dill.
Dill struck out back in the second inning. First of 3 strikeouts now for Tanner Douglas today. His first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Docs trying to get their first win of the season against Medford. Ooh, that one got him. High and inside to Braxton Dill. That one grazing him. So both pitchers have hit a batter, trying to come inside against right-handers. Dom will go to second.
Number 9.
Braxton
Eli
is on at first.
Jacobs.
Eli Jacobs will hit. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to the shortstop in the second inning. Gets a chance to stand in here with 2 down, and the Docs with runners on base trying to get back in this one, trailing 2-1. Jacobs pops one up, foul territory. That one gets over the fence and out of play. Here in the top of the fourth inning, Docs with their best chance at trying to score. Runners at first and second. Best chance since the first inning. Jacobs takes low for a 1-1 count. Douglas trying to get through the fourth, his longest inning of work since the first inning. Is 1-1. Jacobs pops it foul back behind home again. It ricochets all the way over to the Medford dugout. Out at second base is Dominic Tutone, reached on a catcher's interference. At first base, Braxton Dill, a hit by pitch. Eli Jacobs trying to get the first hit here in the fourth for the Docs. Takes outside, a 2-2 count. Wind has calmed down a bit here in Medford today. Been kind of picks up at times, but then cools off. Still a few clouds in the sky, but a lot of blue sky overhead. Temperatures got to be reaching the 80s right now. The sun on me. And that definitely warms you up quickly. 80 degrees in Medford as the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Eli Jacobs will go down. 3 strikeouts here in the fourth inning for Tanner Douglas. And the Doc Stewart's unable to capitalize on runners on base. No runs, no hits, no errors. And you had 2 men left on. We will go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Doc Stewart's trailing 2-1 against Medford on 541radio.com and on the Score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
When I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Mustangs, your right fielder, number 18, Caleb Long.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Caleb Long, Johnny King, and Cody Boragine due up as a check swing. It's going to be a bunt foul, basically a swinging bunt foul for Caleb Long to start things off against Dominic Tutone. Docs trailing 2-1 against Medford as we start things here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Today's game brought to you by Dr. Alanson Randall. The dentist is accepting new patients. Call him at 541-378-6694. I believe the Dr. Randall's Crowns are in action today. Trying to remember what I wrote myself on my sports script. There's a strike called against Caleb Long, who struck out looking back in the second. He's got a 0-2 count against Tutone here. Do have a final from the first game of that tournament in Eugene for the Pepsi bottle caps. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Caleb Long goes down looking. 6th strikeout in the game for Dominic Tutone. Brings up Johnny King.
1, Johnny King.
Johnny King struck out in the second, but reached on a drop third strike. First pitch from Tutone is low, ball 1. Pepsi winning 8-0 against West Salem in their first game from that tournament at Sweet Johnson Stadium in Eugene. They'll be taking on the one of 2 Chico teams in that tournament. Chico Gray is going to be their opponent coming up at 3 o'clock. And it looks like probably just getting underway in that one. 2-0
One
1-0 pitch from Dom. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch. Ground ball. Picked up quickly by Jace Johnson. Throw over to Evan Corbin for the out. Some of the first action that Jace has seen at third base today. Hasn't had a lot hit his way. 2 down.
Fielder, number 14, Cody
Brings up top of the
Boragine.
order, Cody Boragine, grounding into a double play to end things in the second inning, his last time up. Boragine, the lefty at the plate, stands in with 2 outs. Takes outside for ball 1.
Here we go, Cody.
1-0 pitch to Boragine, high and away. Cody had a single back in the first, leading off the bottom of the first inning. The 2-0 pitch to the Medford center fielder is called for a strike. Yeah, the Crowns today are hosting Eagle Point for a doubleheader. That gets started tonight at 5 o'clock. 2-1, Boragine swings and misses for strike 2. 2-2 count to Cody Boragine in the bottom of the fourth. A 2-1 ball game in favor of the Mustangs. Watches a pitch in the dirt for a full count. Your Roseburg, Clint Newell, Dr. Stewart's trying to get a win on the road against the Mustangs. 3-2 here for Tatone, trying to get through the fourth. That ball hit out to right field. That's going to get down. Extra bases off the wall for Boragine. Braxton Dill will throw it in. It's a double with 2 outs for Cody Boragine. Top of the order. Continues to be difficult outs for the Docs pitchers. Boragine 2 for 3 in the ball game.
Number 16, Cameron Sewell.
Single and now a double for Boragine. Brings up Cameron Sewell, who's 0 for 1, walked his last time up. Medford leading 2-1. They countered Roseburg's 1 run in the top of the first with 2 runs in the bottom of the first. It's been zeros for both sides ever since. First pitch to Sewell is high from Dominic Tatone. A 1-0 pitch from Tatone, lefty versus lefty matchup. Hard hit ball into right field. Braxton Dill up with it. Cody Boragine coming around to score. He will get in standing up. An RBI 2-out single for Cameron Sewell makes it a 2-run ball game. 3-1 Medford in front of Roseburg. Boragine scores all the way from second base on that one. Cameron Sewell at first. Tanner Douglas will bat. Struck out looking last time. He swings through the breaking ball on the first pitch. Tanner Douglas, also a walk and a run scored here in this one. Taking high. Douglas, the pitcher for Medford, now has a 2-run lead to try and protect. Trying to help his own cause, see if he can drive in another run with Cameron Sewell out at first. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 for Tanner Douglas. Beautiful day down here in Medford. The 1-2 pitch. Tatone steps off the mound. The 1-2 offering for Dom. Runner going. Burke might have had a chance. Does not decide to throw it down that direction. 2-2 count for Tanner Douglas with now Cameron Sewell out at second base. Tatone's 2-2 pitch, high and away. Full count pitch with 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 run in so far. Came in with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch. Douglas, a ball belted out towards center field on the run. Carson Dunn at the warning track makes the catch for the final out. Long way to go there for Carson Dunn, but he gets underneath it. And the Doc Stewarts will keep it to a minimum for Medford. 1 run comes in for the Mustangs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Go to the top of the 5th. Docs got to get the bats going again. They trail 3-1 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Top of the 5th inning, Doc Stewart's baseball is brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Parker Burke will lead things off for the Docs here as we start things off in the top of the 5th inning. A 3-1 lead right now for the Mustangs. On the mound, Tanner Douglas, a first pitch strike to Parker. Burke will pop up the second pitch foul out of play for strike 2. Burke grounded out to first base his last time up. 0 for 1 today. The 0-2 pitch. He hits a tapper back to the mound, fielded by Douglas, races over and underhands it to Thompson at first base. And that'll get Parker Burke 0 for 2 today for the catcher. Carson Dunn will bat. He flew out to right field in his last trip to the dish.
Dunn.
Docs have not had a hit since the first inning. Did have base runners on in the 4th, but could not capitalize. Carson squares to bunt and fouls it away. Top of the 5th inning, 3-1, Medford in front of Roseburg. Wind picking up again as a ball fouled off by Dunn, an 0-2 count for him now. Just trying to think. Here at Lithium Driveway Fields is where Roseburg High School hit a couple of home runs. They didn't have too many in that season. Dunn gets underneath one, well hit out towards left field, going back at the wall. This one in front of the fence. Catch made by the left fielder, Johnny King. At the warning track, he takes one away from Carson Dunn. Dunn got a lot of that one. Didn't have enough to get it to the wall.
Shortstop.
There's 2 down.
Number 1, Cade Johnson.
The wind can really help carry the ball here at this park. Almost did there for Carson Dunn. Just going to look at it. Docs do not have a home run hit this season. Top of the order, Cade Johnson takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Cade had a double to lead things off. A 0-1 pitch inside. 1-1 for Douglas. Ground ball towards short. Retigliano. Throw to first, scooped by Thompson, and that retires the side. Doc Stewart's, again, a 1-2-3 frame against Tanner Douglas. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. They trail 3-1. Medford coming up the bat, looking to add some insurance. Here on The Score and online at 541radio.com.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Doc's Baseball brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. Dominic Titone on the mound will face Jace Miller. He misses high, ball one on the first pitch. Does catch the low inside corner for a strike. 1-1 for Miller, who is 1 for 1 in the game. A walk and a single for him. Takes high, 2 balls and a strike for Dominic Titone into his 5th inning of work. He's given up 5 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Foul ball back to the backstop for strike 2. Two count. Dom out of his windup. Breaking ball. That one's belted out of play for strike. It'll stay strike 2. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss on the 2-2. Dominic Titone gets a strikeout for Jace Miller. Another One Peak Medical strikeout for Dominic Titone.
Jeremiah Robbins.
1 down, Jeremiah Robbins. He's got an RBI single, and he also walked. He drove in 2 with that single back in the first. Strike 1 taken on a breaking ball by Dominic Titone. Well, so far, neither team going to a bullpen pitcher. Breaking ball, that one's well hit out to left field, and it is gone. Jeremiah Robbins with his 2nd home run of the day against the Docs, his first here in Game 2. A solo shot over the left field fence. That one got out in a hurry, and he will make it a 4-1 ball game. So Jeremiah Robbins,
first baseman, number 20,
striking again against his uncle. He has had a big day. He has now driven in 7 runs in the doubleheader so far. 4-1 our score. Owen Thompson will bat. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Was hit by a pitch his last time up. Breaking ball high for ball 1 for Thompson. So neither team has gone to the bullpen. Any changes are always brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking of making a change with your insurance coverage, get in touch with Chris. He's got over 10 years of insurance experience. You can make sure you're getting the coverage you need at a price that fits your budget. Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance, 541-672-3301. Ball fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Owen Thompson.
Let's go. You got 2 on you.
Tatone trying to get that second out. The 1-2 pitch, high, 2-2 count. Bottom of the 5th inning. Medford with a solo shot to extend their lead. A line drive, fair ball down the left field line for Thompson. Long run into the corner for Jacobs. He will fire it back in. A stand-up double for Thompson on that 2-2 pitch. And this third time through the lineup,
number 10,
the Mustangs starting to hit a little better against Dominic Tatone. Top of the order in the 4th inning, had a double and a single, drove in a run. As they continue through the third time through the lineup here in the 5th inning, a homer and now a double for Medford. Frankie Rutigliano batting for a third time. First pitch right back at Tatone. He wears that one. He will throw it to first base, and he will throw it offline. And they're going to check on Dom, make sure he's okay. He waves him off. Single for Frankie Rutigliano. Tatone wore that one right back up the middle.
Caleb Long.
I guess maybe there could have been an error there on the throw by Tatone. That ball fouled away. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Caleb Long batting. He's 0 for 2 in this game. The 0-1 pitch for Dom. Breaking ball hits the inside corner. Needing 2 more outs to get through things here in the 5th. Ground ball up the middle. Watson to Johnson to Corbin, and there you go. Another 4-6-3 double play for the Docs. Get them out of things here in the 5th. But Medford adds another run on the solo homer by Jeremiah Robbins as we go to the top of the 6th. It's 4-1 Medford on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Tanner Douglas on the mound going into the 6th inning. Today's game brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Sebastian Watson at the plate, a 0-1 pitch called for strike 2. Watson fouling off the first pitch from Douglas. Sebastian with a single back in the first. He's 1 for 2 today. Takes low and inside on the 0-2 pitch. Docs trying to find a way to come back and have some success against Medford today. Trailing 4-1. A pitch bouncing in for Douglas. 2-2 count. Medford winning game 1, 13-3 in 6 innings. Leading 4-1 here going to the top of the 6th in game 2. 2-2 pitch for Watson. Low and inside. Douglas misses. Two teams square off again coming up tomorrow night there at home at Champion Car Wash Field. Full count pitch, ball 4. And a runner on base for the Docs. Watson on for a second time today. And for Tanner Douglas, I have that down as his first walk in this ball game. He has hit a batter, but that'll be his first walk. Dominic Titone will bat. He is 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice, reached on a catcher's interference in the 4th inning. Swings through on the first pitch for strike 1. Good to see that line drive right back at Dom. Didn't have any major effects for him. Stays in the game to pitch and still hitting. The 0-1 pitch. A 1-1 count now as that pitch misses. 1-1 pitch for Tanner Douglas. That one behind the head for Dom. And up to second base will go Watson on the wild pitch. That one just sailed away for Douglas there. That one went behind Titone, ducking out of the way. 2 balls and a strike for Titone with a man in scoring position. Docs down by 3. Titone belts one in the air out to center field. Boragine going back at the wall. He makes a catch, turns and throws it back in. Sebastian Watson will end up at third base. Ball hit a long way to center field there for Dominic Titone. But Cody Boragine able to track it down. One away.
Baseman, number 12, Evan Corbin.
Evan Corbin a chance to try and cut the deficit in half. Ducks down by 3. They can make it a 4-2 game with Sebastian Watson at third right now. First pitch fouled back into the backstop for strike 1. Corbin put a ball out to right field in the first inning, but struck out in the 4th. He will put one in play here. Diving, Retigliano throws to first to retire Corbin on an RBI ground out. 2 down. Docs do get a run in. But a great play by Retigliano, diving up the middle to get to that ball, 16, back to his feet in time to get Corbin at first. So they at least get an out of it. They still got a 2-run lead. Nobody on, 2 away. Jace Johnson will bat. First pitch, Jace takes high for ball 1. Johnson 0 for 2 in this game. Fouls off a pitch. Two down, nobody on base for the Docs here in the top of the 6th inning. They get 1 run in. Check swing, that ball down. 2-1 count for Johnson. Jace, the third baseman. Two-one pitch for Douglas, just outside. So back into the box with a 3-1 advantage in the at-bat. Jace Johnson looking for a pitch he can drive here. And it's low for ball 4. That'll bring the game-tying run to the plate for the Docs. Second walk here in the 6th inning for Tanner.
Right fielder, number 7, Braxton Dill.
That'll bring up Braxton Dill, who is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch his last time up. He steps into bat with Jace Johnson on at first. Takes high and away for ball 1. Two-run advantage for Medford. Docs getting 1 run back here in the 6th to make it that 2-run game. High and away by Douglas again. Out at first base, Jace Johnson. That ball gets away. Up to second base will go Jace Johnson. A 3-0 count at the plate for Braxton Dill. 2 down, a man in scoring position for Braxton Dill, and a visit out to the mound for Jace Miller, the third baseman, to talk with Tanner Douglas. Docs getting a run on a ground out by Evan Corbin. Still have not had a hit since the first inning, but a walk and some wild pitches here in the 6th have given the Docs a little bit of life, and there's another walk issued by Douglas. He has issued 3 walks here in the 6th inning, starting to look a bit fatigued, and time called. Out to the mound will go Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher. And here comes John King, filling in for head coach Nate Maben, who's out today. King going to take the trip out to the mound for a visit. We could get our first call to the pen, brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. Runners at first and second. Game tying run at first for the Docs. Do they stick with Tanner Douglas here in this situation? Today's game brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Eli Jacobs will be pinch hit for, it looks like, in this situation. They're going to go with Daniel Withers. Tanner Douglas is going to stay in this ball game, and he will face a new man. It's going to be Daniel Withers that'll get a chance to bat. Taking a look at your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update for the Docs. 2 runs on 2 hits.
Pinch hitting for Jacobs, number 20.
For Medford,
Daniel
4 runs
Withers.
on 3 hits in this ball game. Your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. A tight one here into the 6th. Breaking ball from Douglas is high to Withers for ball 1. Daniel Withers in game 1 was 0 for 3. Got a break here and now gets a pinch hit for opportunity. I said 3 hits. It's more like 8 hits in the ball game for Medford now. 2-0 count for Withers here in this spot. Second base, Jace Johnson. Braxton Dill at first. 2 outs. 3 walks in the frame for Tanner Douglas. He will get a strike in. Throw down to first in safely is Braxton Dill. Tanner Douglas thought that was going to be the 3rd out of the frame. Medford thinking that the runner at first, Braxton Dill, had been picked off on the throw by Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher. 2 balls and 1 strike to Daniel Withers. Out at second base, Jace Johnson. That ball gets away. Runners are going to move up. Jace will get to third. Braxton Dill gets to second. The 3-1 pitch for Daniel Withers. Withers looking for something he can drive here. That one fouled away down the first base side. Hard hit ball there, just behind it for Withers. And now he's got a full count pitch coming up. Waiting on deck, the catcher, Parker Burke, the on-deck hitter, always brought to you by Budget Lumber. Full count offering for Tanner Douglas. Withers at the plate. Ball 4. Douglas wanted strike 3. You could maybe hear him yell, "Let's go." Thought that was going to be strike 3. Didn't get the call he wanted. And Withers will take the trip down to first. That is the 4th walk in the inning for
Pitcher,
Tanner Douglas.
Number 15, Parker.
All 4
Burke.
walks in the game have been issued here in this 6th inning for Douglas. Bases are loaded. Parker Burke at the plate. He is 0 for 2 today with a couple of ground outs on the infield. Burke hits one out towards right center on the run. Cody Boragine tracks it down in the alley to finish off the frame. Burke gave it a ride, just not enough, as the Docs will leave the bases loaded. They get 1 run in here in the 6th inning to make it 4-2. go to the bottom of the 6th. Docs trying to keep it just a 2-run deficit on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Leading up for your Mustangs in the bottom of the 6th inning, your left fielder, number 1, Johnny King.
Johnny King will lead things off in the 6th inning for Medford. They lead 4-2 against the Docs. Johnny King 0 for 2 in this ball game. Will start off against Dominic Tatone with strike 1. Dom into his 6th inning of work. Medford does have some action in their bullpen. The 0-1 pitch to King bounces in. Docs Baseball today brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions. For home theater and automotive audio, you can feel it at Good Vibes. Tatone's 1-1 delivery. The lefty misses outside. For Roseburg, bottom or top of the 7th, they'll have the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up to try and get them back in this game. Ground ball, third baseman Cade will not be able to beat the runner. Johnny King goes in with a headfirst slide. Nobody's at second base, so he takes second as well. Sebastian Watson was running over to help back up the play at first in case there was an overthrow. Cade Johnson had gone over towards third base to field the ball on the ground. That left things right up the middle wide open. So a runner at second with nobody out on the smart base running by Johnny King. Cody Borgine will bat. Takes outside for ball 1. Looked like he might have been preparing to square around and try to bunt. With a runner at second with nobody out, trying to draw in the third baseman. See if they can vacate third and allow King to get up to third base as well. The 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1 count. Borgine is 2 for 3 in this ball game. He has scored twice. Medford leading 4-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Tatone delivers, gets a pop-up high on the infield. Cade Johnson calling for it. Shortstop makes the play for the first out. So 1 away. It'll be Cameron Sewell to bat.
Second baseman, number 16, Cameron Sewell.
Sewell is 1 for 2 today with a walk and a single. He also has driven in a run. Today's game brought to you by Garrettson Building Supply. Shop local. Shop Garrettson Building Supply for all your home improvement and outdoor living needs. Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for 99 years. Throwing in the bullpen for Medford is Retigliano. The shortstop getting the chance to get loose out there before heading back out defensively. 1 away. Cameron Sewell lays down a bunt, third base side. Jace Johnson barehands it, will not throw to first. And it's a bunt single for Cameron Sewell. Runners on the corners. So Sewell gets his second hit of the game.
Your pitcher, number 29, Tanner Douglas.
That is now 10 hits in the ball game for Medford. Visit again out to the mound for Coach Jeremiah Robbins, and he makes the signal to the bullpen. Docs are going to go to the bullpen, and it is Jordan White that's going to come out of the pen. White threw a couple of days ago in that final game against Post 6 Barbers. He was on the mound for the start against the Barbers in that loss for the Docs to finish out the Papa's Pizza Invitational. Doc Stewarts will make the change. Looks like Dominic Tatone will exit the game, but will still have a chance to DH. And the Doc Stewarts will look for Jordan White to try and keep this a 2-run ball game with 1 out. Runners on the corners, back after a 60-second break after the Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance call to the pin for the Doc Stewarts here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Tanner Douglas will be the first batter up against the new pitcher for the Docs, Jordan White, the righty. Misses low and outside on the first offering. Our call to the pen brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. Visit chrisinsures.com for a free quote today. Jordan White, 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, foul, first base side for Tanner Douglas. Douglas in this game is 0 for 2 with a walk back in the first inning and a run scored. Jordan White, 8th appearance this summer for the Docs. That's the most of anybody on the team. He's pitched 10 innings. He misses high and away on the 1-1 pitch. Jordan comes in. He's had a couple of tough outings where the ERA has been a little elevated. He's got a 14.70 ERA, 6 strikeouts, 8 walks. Tanner Douglas will belt one high in the air. Should be good enough to drive in a run. The sac fly caught by Carson Dunn. And that will make it a 5-2 ball game. Medford gets a sac fly from Tanner Douglas. 2 down. Still at first base is Cameron Sewell. Scoring was Johnny King.
Number 3, Chase Miller.
So 2 down, a run in here in the 6th. A 3-run ball game with Medford in front. Jordan White's first pitch high for ball 1 to Parker Burke back behind the plate, getting up there to get that ball. Jace Miller is 1 for 2 in the game with a walk and a single. He'll hit a sharp ground ball fair down the third base line into the corner. Eli Jacobs coming up with it. The runner from first coming all the way around to score, and it's a double for Jace Miller. And Medford will add another run here in the 6th. That'll close the book on Dominic Tatone, 2 runs in. And that'll make it a 6-2 ball game. All 6 runs there for Dominic Tatone.
Catcher, number 8.
5 1/3 innings for Dom. 10 hits, 6 runs, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He hit 1 batter. Jordan White out there was coming in hoping to try and keep it a 2-run ball game, but 2 runs have come in while he's been out on the mound. Now a ball hit towards left field, drops in front of Eli Jacobs. They're going to send the runner to the plate. The throw by Eli Jacobs is cut off by Jace Johnson, and there is a long single to score another run. Medford is now up 7-2. Jeremiah Robbins continues to just absolutely pepper the baseball. He's got 4 RBI in this game. He had 4 in game 1. He's been productive out of the 5 spot. 7-2 our score. Medford in front. There's a ball in the air for Owen Thompson. Well hit out to left field. Wind blowing that way, and there's another home run. 2-run shot, and this 6th inning has gotten away from the Docks. A 2-run homer for Owen Thompson into the wind. That'll bring around Jeremiah Robbins to score as well.
Let's go, Frank. Your turn, big dog.
So that's 5 runs
number 10,
that have come in here in the 6th. There's a 2-run game starting this one before Dominic Titone exited, and now it is a 7-run ball game. Medford is just they've got some big bats in their lineup. Frankie Rutigliano, first pitch from Jordan White is in for a strike. So White has given up 3 hits against the 4 batters he has faced. Hard hit line drive goes past a diving Jace Johnson at third. A lot of running out in left field for Eli Jacobs. A double for Rutigliano. Caleb Long will bat. He is 0 for 3 in the ball game. He's the 9th hitter to come to the plate here in the 6th inning. So Jordan White came in and gave Tanner Douglas a sac fly to start off the 6th inning. Then double, single, home run, double. Medford finishing strong here against the Docks, leading 9-2. Pitch high for a ball 1 to Caleb Long. Strike on the inside corner at the knees, a 1-1 count. That ball popped up back behind Combe, coming back our direction. Strike 2 for Caleb Long, a 1-2 count with a runner out at second base. 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. Docks have the 9-1-2 hitters due up in the 7th. White misses low, 2-2 count. Two-two pitch with 2 away. Jordan White trying to finish it off. A line drive. 1 hop to Kate Johnson. Over to Evan Corbin. And the Docks do get out of things finally here in the 6th inning. 5 runs in for Medford. They lead 9-2 as we go to the top of the 7th on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Center fielder, number 8, Carson Dunn.
Carson Dunn leads things off for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts here in the 7th inning. Tanner Douglas on the mound, continuing to throw for Medford. A 1-0 pitch is fouled away. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docks Baseball on the Score. Swing and a miss for Dunn. He's got a 1-2 count. Doc Stewart's trailing 9-2 against the Medford Mustangs after a 5-run 6th inning for Medford. A 1-2 pitch is high for Tanner Douglas. Douglas now with some renewed life. Things were tight early. He was starting to get a little erratic with his pitches, not finding the zone as much there in the 6th, but now his offense is giving him plenty to work with. And he'll have some confidence to throw here as a ball popped up back behind home, calling for it. Second baseman Cameron Sewell is there for the first out here in the 7th inning. Docs down to their final 2 outs.
Shortstop.
Unless they are able to tie this one up or take a lead. It'll be top of the order. Cade Johnson to bat. He is 1 for 3 in this game with a double back in the first. And now a visit out to the mound for pitching coach, or for coach today, John King. He has been filling in for Nate Mabin, and he is the solo guy out there running things. They are going to make a call to the pen here in the 7th inning for Medford. So Tanner Douglas will not finish out the game. He faces one batter in the 7th and will come out as the top of the order comes up for the Doc Stewarts. Medford will make a pitching change. It's brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking of changing up your insurance coverage, get in touch with Chris. He's got over 10 years of insurance experience. Chris can make sure that you're getting the coverage you need at a price that fits your budget, auto, home, life, and more. Contact Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsurers.com for a quote today. It'll be Frankie Retigliano that takes over on the mound. Tanner Douglas goes 6 1/3 innings. He gives up just the 2 hits back in the first inning. He gives up 2 runs. He had 4 walks and finishes out with 4 strikeouts. Also hit 1 batter in there as well. Douglas is in line to pick up the win as long as the Docs don't come back and score 7 runs with 1 out here in the 7th inning.
Number 10, Frankie Rutigliano.
So if things stay the way they are, Medford will go to 2-0 in Area 4 play to start things out. Docs will go to 0-2. And then the series will shift back to Roseburg coming up tomorrow when the Docs will host Medford for a doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock tomorrow night there in the Umpqua Basin. Wind really starting to pick up here again, blowing kind of from behind us out towards right field, it feels like. So defensive changes. Retigliano goes to the mound. It looks like Sewell will go to shortstop. Tanner Douglas goes to first. Johnny King moves into second base. And out in left field,
shortstop, number 1.
That guy just keeps walking with this side to me. There he goes, squares up. First pitch from Frankie Rutigliano is in for strike 1. Owen Thompson goes out to left field from first base. So everybody stays in the game, just moves around defensively. Strike taken by Cade Johnson. He's got an 0-2 count against the new man on the mound. Rutigliano misses low and outside. The 1-2. Johnson fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. Cade Johnson hits a grounder to shortstop. Cameron Sewell fires over to Tanner Douglas. And there are 2 down.
Second baseman, number 2.
That'll bring up Sebastian Watson. Who will try to keep this game somehow going for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. First pitch from Rutigliano high for ball 1. Watson is 1 for 2 today. Walked his last time up, scored a run. 1-0 pitch is in for a strike. 1-1 count. Watson does get one in down the left field line. Sebastian chugging around first, heading for second. Thompson throws in, and it's a stand-up double for Sebastian Watson. So the game will continue for the Doc Stewarts. They've got a long way to go here to make up this one. Dominic Titone stays in as the DH.
Number 3, Dominic Titone.
He is 0 for 3 in this ball game. Swings through on the first pitch. Dom gonna be on the hook for the loss unless this score changes here in this 7th inning for Roseburg. The 0-1 pitch inside. One delivery from Retigliano, the reliever in for Medford, fouled away, strike 2. The bats from Medford really alive today. They've been slugging the ball around the park. 4 home runs total between the 2 games of this doubleheader. The 1-2 pitch to Tone stays alive, fouls it to keep some hope at the plate. Here in this game, Docs with just 3 hits. That double by Sebastian Watson, the first hit for the Docs since Watson had a single back in the first. The 1-2 pitch from Retigliano, breaking ball high. 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Out at second base, Sebastian Watson. Full count for Dominic Titone. Retigliano not finding the strike zone. Doesn't have a lot to pitch around here. He's should just attack the zone. 3-2 pitch, and there it is, strike 3. Swung on and missed by Titone. And that finishes off the ball game. Doc Stewart's will fall against Medford 9-2, and we'll wrap it up for you as we come back here with your post-game show. 3-minute timeout, back with all the numbers and the recap on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the Hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Remember the good old days? When you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller. When businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Well, we wrap up a day down here in Medford where the Doc Stewarts dropped their first two games of Area 4 play. Game 2, as we take a look at your final Garrettson Building Supplies scoreboard update. Doc Stewart's 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 7 men left on base. For Medford, 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, and 8 men left on base. Tanner Douglas will get the win. Dominic Titone suffers the loss, going to 3-1 on the season. Docs took a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but Medford would score 2 in the bottom of the second to take the lead. They added a run in the fourth and 1 in the fifth, made it 4-2, but made it 4-1. Docs got a run in the top of the sixth and made it 4-2 at that point, but then Medford responded with 5 runs in the bottom of the sixth inning on 6 hits. They had a couple of singles, a couple of doubles, and a 2-run home run in that frame, and the Doc Stewarts fell well behind and had no chance to climb back out in the 7th inning. They get 1 runner on, and that would be it. So the Doc Stewarts falling in this one 9-2. Docs go to 15-10 on the season. Medford goes to 19-5. Docs are 0-2 in Area 4 play, and Medford is 2-0. The two teams will meet again tomorrow for a 5 o'clock first pitch for a doubleheader. We will come back. We'll look at all the numbers as we wrap this up. We'll also name our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. When we come back, Doc Stewart's fall against Medford. 9-2 here on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Tough day at the ballpark for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts today as they fall in a pair of games against Medford. 9-2 your final in Game 2. Let's take a look at the numbers here in this one. Getting the win, Tanner Douglas. He goes 6 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. Frankie Rutigliano pitched the final 2/3 in a non-save situation. Dominic Titone will take the loss. He pitched 5 1/3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 10 hits, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. And Jordan White pitched the final 2/3 of the 6th inning, and he does not factor into the decision. Offensively for the Docs, just 3 hits in the ball game. Cade Johnson with 1, Sebastian Watson with 2. He had a double and a single. Cade Johnson had a double to lead off the ball game for the Docs. That's all the offense that they had. Johnson and Watson scoring the only 2 runs of the game for the Docs. For Medford, 2 hits for Beauregine, 2 hits for Sewell, 2 hits for Miller, 3 for Jeremiah Robbins, who had a huge day at the plate in the 2 games. Owen Thompson and Frankie Rutigliano both with 2 hits, and Johnny King had a hit in the game as well. Had a couple more home runs in Game 2, 5 of them total on the day for Medford. Well, we're going to see if things can turn around for the Docs when they head back home tomorrow to take on the Medford Mustangs, and look forward to that. Before we go, time to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. Today's player is Sebastian Watson with his 2 for 3 day at the plate. And some great defense out there, turning a number of double plays in this one. Sebastian Watson is your Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. All right, coming up tomorrow, Doc Stewarts will host Medford for a doubleheader. Game 1 starts at 5 there at Champion Car Wash Field. We'll be there to bring you coverage starting at 4:45. Want to say thanks to the Medford Mustangs for hosting us for today's doubleheader. Gracious hosts as always. Look forward to having them at our place tomorrow, trying to even the score. And I want to say thanks to head coach Jeremiah Robbins and the entire American Legion baseball program in Roseburg for allowing us to bring you another season of Docs baseball here on The Score. I want to say thanks to Abby Knight back in the studio for the long day of production back there on the radio side of things. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Kieran. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow night when the Doc Stewarts host the Medford Mustangs for another Area 4 League doubleheader. Pre-game coverage will start at 4:45. You can catch the action streaming live with video online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, or tune in for Doc Stewarts Baseball right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.